Okay, this is just a video to walk through the issue that I'm having with the fuel pump being energized to keep the engine running. I can start the engine. So here, turn the key. You can hear the CCRM click, which is also clicking the relay for the fuel pump, which then primes the fuel pump. And in that setup, I have the EFI orange coil wire from the Ron Francis wiring harness connected to the red-green wire. I do not have the blue wire connected because that seems to be momentary on off. And if I switch those wires, the orange with the blue, to connect to the red and the green, it will not start the vehicle and the fuel pumps will not prime. So having it connected like this gets the fuel pump to prime. Now, just so you can see, fuel pump primes, engine fires, runs, pretty much till it runs out of fuel, stops. Fuel pump does not ever kick back on. Now, what I can do is override, take this wire, this orange wire here, connect it back to the hot side of the fuse box here. And if I do that quick enough, it will turn the fuel pump back on and keep it running. I can rev the engine when that happens. It's almost like normal. So what I think is happening is something within the PCM or the CCRM is not telling the fuel pump to click back on after the engine starts running. What that is, I don't know. But that's it. And I've checked the grounds. So I've checked all the grounds. The grounds are good. Now, I did find two different pictures from Ron Francis instructions on the internet. So I have this one here, which came with the kit, which tells me to snip that orange wire there, the fuel pump relay control wire, which looks to me like it comes from somewhere else rather than from where this one came from. It came from right down in here. So I snipped that because that's what it told me to do, snip that and connect it. But the problem with that is blaming this is I can override that and it works. So in my opinion, it's something on the computer end of things. The PCM or the CCRM, again, is not telling the fuel pump to reactuate after the engine has fired up. That is what I can determine it to. Because I can get it to actuate it on initial priming and startup. I cannot get it to keep running. So I don't know what that is. But if it's something in the computers, I don't know how to check other than by buying new computers. So that's where I am at this point.